Welcome back. It's Bruce Millington, Mark Langdon and Ian Wilkerson. Looking ahead to 2 live games in the Premier League on Sunday, starting at 1:30 at the Emirates. It's Arsenal. They're 1-4 to win at Stoke City. Stoke is 17-2, and it's 9-2 the draw. It's getting towards last chance saloon for Stoke. Mark, can they get it done here?
No, I don't think so. Next week Tottenham as well, so the fixtures are not kind for them at the moment. I think had you played Arsenal in between these games they got coming up against CSKA, maybe it would have been the best time. Playing them before, I don't see Arsene Wenger resting loads of players because the game's not until Thursday. One who definitely will play, I'm assuming, will be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang because he's cup-tied anyway for the Europa League. Scored against Brighton and then he scored again in the win that they had at the Emirates. After that against Watford, and he looks the most obvious person really to me to score the opening goal. I mean, Stoke defensively are just awful, and they have been for the whole season. Some of that has been Butland's fault. He's not kept goal particularly well, but they don't get much protection. That midfield, there's just a lack of energy, lack of quality, a lack of organisation in there, and it's been there all season. It's been there for 2 seasons really. They spent nearly 50% of last season in the Premier League relegation zone, and so I don't know why they keep talking about how surprised they are that they're in this bottom 3 again. I mean, Arsenal are not a team you can trust, I don't think, at really short odds, but Aubameyang finishing the season, I think he'll be looking to put down a marker for next year.
Charlie Adams just started following Paul Keeley on Twitter, I'm told. So
wow.
I don't know how Keels' tipping is going at the moment.
He likes his punting, doesn't he, Charlie Adam? He's been he's been in the Racing Post jury. I've seen him on a Monday.
No, he's a very keen fan, isn't he? Wilco, what do you think will happen? Arsenal Stoke.
Yeah, I agree with Mark. Really, I can't see beyond a sort of like comfortable afternoon for Arsenal. Stoke one away win all season, and I can't see him getting one here. Arsenal scored at least, for all the people who go to and boo at various intervals at the Emirates, they've scored at least twice in 12 of their 15 home matches, and they've done that in the first half in 5 of their home league matches this season. And I think this could be another one. So over 1.5 Arsenal first half goals, which is 21-10.
Let's do a quick. They played for both clubs. We should be able to get 5-ish, shouldn't we? Lee Dixon, Alan Hudson, Steve Bold. Feel free to join in.
Yeah, I'm struggling really with Arsenal and Stoke.
Who else have we got? Must be someone.
We've got a son and his dad.
There's 3. And Wenger's got the same as you, talking to Steve Bold. He did the
he lost his voice.
Okay, let's move on then to arguably, not even arguably, just it is the game of the weekend. It's at 4 o'clock at Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea versus Tottenham, and Paddy Power bet 13-10 Chelsea, 21-10 Tottenham, and 11-5 the draw. Massive clash in terms of the top 4. Last season when they met, of course, it was a title clash, wasn't it? It was one of the most explosive fixtures ever.
Wasn't it great?
That was 2
years ago.
Two seasons ago.
Yeah. Wasn't it great?
Yeah. Arbiter Mariner has the whistle this time, Mark. Do you think it will be a feisty affair?
Not overly. I mean, they've played a few times since. It hasn't really kicked off. I think everybody expected it to, and it didn't. I thought Chelsea were okay value here. I spoke about home advantage in the games between the Big Six when Manchester United beat Liverpool. I think it's a little bit underrated in the big games, and
it doesn't go out the window.
It doesn't go out the window, no. This is last chance saloon for Chelsea, and for Tottenham, they have got other. They've got this 5-point buffer. Pochettino hasn't had his press conference yet. I'm assuming Kane's not available. They didn't quite say when he'd be back. It was just in April sometime. But this is obviously just the 1st of April, so I don't expect Kane to play. And for all that people have spoken about Tottenham's good play this season, still I think away from home in big games they've struggled. They were non-existent in the 2-0 defeat to Arsenal and the 4-1 against Man City. 2-2 against Liverpool was a fine game, but again they conceded really early and give themselves a lot to do. They were 2-0 down inside 10 minutes against Juventus and would have been blown away had Higuain scored the penalty. Eventually still lost that game. Chelsea won at Wembley. I do think there are just question marks to answer.
The first game of the season?
The first Wembley
game.
Wembley game, I just think there are still question marks about Tottenham in these away games, and the only way to answer them is to start winning some of them, or at least playing well. And at the moment, they're just conceding too many goals in these big matches.
Okay, Wilco?
Mark's not highlighted that Spurs do have a terrible record. 1990 was the last time they won at the Bridge in the league. I do think that they're. I think on a positive for Spurs, I think they're in a better position to cope without Harry Kane than they have been when he's had layoffs in the last couple of seasons. But I'd expect Son to have a big impact in the game. He's looked really sharp, and 23-10 to score.
Okay, any time. Right, a quick one from you. We've got next week, Tuesday, Seville, Bayern, Juve, Real. Wednesday, Barcelona v Roma, Liverpool v City. Just one bet, Mark.
Yeah, Bayern Munich to win away to Sevilla. Sevilla massively overrated by beating Manchester United. It was a non-existent performance from United. Sevilla have lost all 6 games they've played against the top 6 in La Liga this season.
Okay, Wilco?
Overs, Juve against Real Madrid. Seen both of these teams play at Wembley against Spurs. Enjoyed them both thoroughly, and I think it's going to be a cracking match.
Well done, lads. You're off to football this weekend. You're Northampton
Charlton on Friday.
And
Birmingham v Ipswich on Saturday.
Lovely
Bruce.
stuff. Enjoy that. Thank you very much. If you enjoy listening to the Postcast, please make sure you rate, review and subscribe on iTunes. We're back next Thursday with another football Postcast. Before then, though, we've got the Masters next week. I'm with Steve Palmer and various other people looking ahead to the first major of the year, so do try and join us for that.
Follow Paddy Power on Snapchat. The username is ThePaddyPower, and we promise there won't be any boring snaps about gigs, the weather or the gym.